Hello everyone, my name is Brittany and this is my channel all about cross stitch. Please do me a favor, like and comment down below, and then also subscribe and then hit that little notification bell. That'll let you guys see me every time I upload a video, and it also helps push my videos out to other people that want to see this type of content. We are filming in a different location. This is my bedroom. My husband is home, my 2 daughters are home, so I've asked everybody to be quiet, but 9 chances out of 10 they're not going to, because this is the 3rd time I've tried to do this without a bunch of dogs barking and driving me insane. But they tend to get them all riled up, so I'm trying to get this done and out without too much distraction, but I don't think it's going to be very fun. But this is the ugly room, which is my bedroom, because it's the last room in this house that needs to be remodeled. This house was built in 1912, so there's not much soundproofing between one room to the next. So I'm sure you guys are going to hear something, but I'm doing my best to try and mitigate that as much as possible. Now, November was Nora November, so I stitched on, everything is a Mirabilia Designs, except for one, which is a Bella Filipina, but that's because that's a sow right now and I'm trying to keep up with it. I'll be working on that the rest of the day. So that's why it's still on bars. But, so yeah. We'll do what like we normally do, which is whips, and then I'll do new starts, and then I'll do haul, and then I'll do life update. So that way, those of you that don't want to see the life update, you don't have to worry about any of that. I think we'll start with the Bella Filipina one first. And this is Bella Filipina Blackwater Sirens. Why do I always have a hard time to say that? But, I guess, here's a picture of what she's supposed to look like. But, I think if I have that, I'm pretty sure I do. And then, I don't know if I took a picture of her last time or not. But if I did, that's where you guys saw her last time. And then here she is now. Oh, she is stitched on 32 count, hand dyed by me, and it has sparkly glitter. You can somewhat see it, like all the little speckles down here. That's actually glittery fabric. And she is stitched 2/2, except for the skin is done 1/1. And I'm not caught up with this yet. There's like water that goes down here, and then she's got her arm that comes the rest of the way over here. And I just haven't got to it because I only had 2 days to stitch on this month, because I had 7 projects you guys wanted me to stitch on. And there were a couple that got in too late when I already figured out how many days I could work on each project. So each one of my Mirabilia Designs got 4 days, and then there were only 2 days left in the month. So this year only got 2 days. But the next part comes out I don't have it wrote down, but I want to say it's something like this Friday, I think. It comes out this coming weekend. So, but another maybe day and a half of stitching this thing, and I should be completely caught up and ready. Okay. On to whips. This is what she will look like when she's finished. And this is where you guys saw her last time. And here she is now. This is Mirabilia, the Rose of Sharon. She is stitched on 32 count, hand dyed by me. Stitched 2/2, except for the skin is done 1/1. And yes, that down there is the bottom of her dress. Okay, I made it. I made it somewhere. So she is almost finished. And I think I am going to stitch the columns in for her. I think it just makes more sense to me. Oh, Blackwater Sirens got 4,345 stitches on her this month. And the Rose of Sharon got 5,563 stitches. So that is that one. I guess we can just pile them all there. The next one is Mirabilia Stargazer. And this is what she will look like when she's finished. And this is what she looked like the last time you guys saw her. here she is now. I'm almost to the bottom of her dress. Almost. I am getting there. She's stitched on 28 count. Stitched 2 over 2, except for the skin is done 1 over 1. And she got 5,028 stitches on her. So we will see. I'm really hoping this lighting isn't too bad in this room. I've opened up all the curtains and everything, so I'm hoping it's okay, but there's no guarantee. But that is Stargazer, so the Rose of Sharon and Stargazer are now in the almost complete pile, along with Stone Roses in there. What other ones? Stone Roses is almost complete. I guess you could say the Baker's Wife and the Duchess of Roan are both almost complete. And I think that's it. I think that's it. On to the next one. This is Mirabilia Ophelia. This is what she'll look like when she's finished. This is where you guys saw her last time. And here she is now. She's stitched on... Oh, is that 28 count or 32? I know you're 28 count. Let me look. Wait, isn't your thing in here? No. That's 28 count. This is stitched on 28 count, hand dyed by me. She stitched 2 over 2, except for her skin is done 1 over 1. And Ophelia got 4,501 stitches because, you know, that one stitch is really important. But that's how much she got, and I finished all of this section right here. I did it all. She's a little see-through, but that's okay. And I haven't made it to the halfway mark on this one yet. And again, this was a birthday present for my friend Coral. And her birthday was October 23rd. And I didn't finish it. But we'll get there. Alright, the next ones are all new starts. This one is... I'm going to turn it to the side. This one is Mirabilia Persephone. And I started her... looks like November 5th. But I have the 4th written down here for some reason, but it's definitely the 5th. So I'm going to need to change that. But November 5th, this is what she'll look like when she's finished. Let me move this over here so you guys can see. And here she is stitched. She stitched on a 28 count, hand dyed by me. And she stitched 2 over 2, except for her skin is done 1 over 1. I guess you guys, I can actually... This way, Brittany. There she sits. And she got 5,170 stitches done on her. I enjoyed stitching on her. I think it's because I love this color of the fabric. I don't know. But I am a little worried. Like, that's her apple right there. And it looks like it's going to be alright because the bottom part of the apple, I believe, has her hand on it. And I don't have it handy. Well, you guys know. I don't... Once I get them all kitted up, the copy of their pattern leaves the box. Leaves the bag. Once it's all done. Okay. The next one. Let's go with whatever is this one is. This is Mirabilia Pretty in Pink. This is what she'll look like when she's finished. And here she is. She was started on November 9th. And I put 4,697 stitches in her. The creases in this fabric aren't doing me any favors. She stitched on a 28 count. You can see some of the, it's got gold shimmer on it. She stitched on 28 count, hand dyed by me, and she is 2/2, except for her skin is done 1/1. I can actually fold this in half. I don't know why I'm doing all that, but there she is. You can somewhat see her sparkle, but not really. It never comes across on camera, which is so frustrating. But that is how far I got on her for a new start. And I did say 4,697 stitches is what we'll put into her. I just find Mirabilia is so easy to stitch on. I can just pick a color and sort of follow it. And then pick another color and follow it. This is... Ooh, do I have it wrote down here? Yes, I do. Okay, this is Mirabilia Ella the Frog Princess, but I did a skin conversion on her, so that way she looks more like Tatiana from The Princess and the Frog. This is somewhat what she'll look like when she's finished, except for with a different skin tone. And here she is now. Now she is stitched on 28 count, 2/2, except for the skin is done 1/1. And she got 4,259 stitches put in her. And I started her November 1st. So she was the first one I worked on. And then as for the skin conversion, let's see if I can get this close enough, if you guys can read that. This is the skin conversion there that I did. But, when I fully finish her, I will post down in this, or I guess I can do it now. I'll put down in the description now on like what changes I've made and stuff. But hopefully, like, if I hold that up long enough, hopefully you guys can, oh, there we go. It's focusing on there. And you can see which colors I switched them to. And there's a lot of blends because it's like, the main colors are 3862, 3863, and 3864. And just into like from lightest to darkest, like I believe 3864 is the lightest. And then the next one would be a blend between 3863 and 3864. And then it'd be 3863. And then there's also 433 in there too. I'm not sure if that's the darkest or not. And there's a blend, like there's so many blends, but I'm using 3021 for back stitching so you can see it. And I think she looks perfect with the skin tone. It's the right one for Tatiana, the Frog Princess. And I hope I said that she got 4,259 stitches. But, at some point in time, hopefully you guys could see those changes that I made. And this is the last and final new start, and the last thing I worked on this month. So, this is Stone Roses by Mirabilia, and this is what it'll look like when it's finished. And this is where I got to. This is 28 count, stitch 2/2, except for skin is done 1/1. And I put 5,874 stitches in her. Now, let's see if I can do it this way. Right in here is supposed to be, oh, where are we going? Right there. Right in here is supposed to have whisper thread. I'm not doing whisper thread. I put in 3866 for that instead of whisper thread. And it's sort of a warm white is what I would call it. It's a warm white color. I go like that. Looks better. But, yeah. So, beads and back stitching and all this stuff is in it as I go. But she looks really good, and I'm excited to work on this one. You don't see many people work on her at all, and I think she's beautiful. Now, as for haul. So, I forget what the site this was that I found these in, but they were, it's sort of like a craft thrift store, but it's online, and I think these might have been like $3 or something like that. They weren't very expensive, but this one here is, they're both by the Victoria Sampler, and this one is Autumn Romance. And I love how they have the drawn thread here, like the Hardanger stuff. And it kind of scares the pants off of me, to be honest. But I've never done something like that, so I really want to give it a try. And we will see. So that's that one. And the other one is Child of Spring by the Victorian Sampler. Same thing. Alright, I don't know what the cap is there, but it sort of just like died out on me. But hopefully I got you guys set up at a close enough to a similar position that you guys can see this. And I don't know if you guys got to see this, but this is the Victoria Sampler Child of Spring. And again, it's got drawn thread and stuff in it. And I'm excited to see about giving those a try. But again, like they were on like a craft thrift store site. I wish I could remember what it was. But the last one I got is Mirabilia Cinderella. And I might do the blue conversion for the dress for this. We'll see whenever I get there. And that is all I bought this month. Because we don't need a whole lot. I hope I said with Old Rose, the Son of Old Roses, that it was 5,874 stitches that I got on her. As for life update, there's not really much to say. Grandma Joanne had family come in and visit her, so that was fun. I went with my sister Charlie and made a craft with her. Her work pays for the worker and a friend to go out and make. Sometimes it's like a sip and paint, and this time it was a sip and craft. And I didn't bring that up here to show you guys, but it was a little gnome and a reindeer. It was Christmas decoration. So I did that. We had for end of first 9 weeks meetings with all the kids' teachers. That all went well. Thanksgiving was good. I went down to my mother-in-law, the one that we made the house for, and I cooked for dinner at her house for everybody down there. So that was a little weird, cooking a holiday meal, not my own home. So every time I needed to find something, being like, hey, Sue, where is this at? But it was still fun. Everybody enjoyed the meal and everything. And other than that, there's not really much else to say. I don't think so. I don't think so. There's not really much going on. It's very calm and easy in here. But that's all I got to tell you guys today. And I'm hoping this video recorded right after that little weird screw up. But I don't know. But anyways, I'll see you guys next month. Bye.